Lisa here, our Georgia suburban homestead, eating candy I stole from children who dared to knock on my door. And if they come back or complain, they'll meet my friend who's featured in the following string of shorts. You just watch. So, one of the ways to utilize everything that you do on the farm or on your homestead, especially if you have backyard chickens and ducks and you give them something to swim in, is to actually take the water from the trough that you give them to swim in and use it in the garden, because it already has the animal poop in it. So you've got ready-made poop soup when you're ready for it. But you know what? I think this guy's been steeping a little bit long. And it looks like it might be cold. Look at the look on the poor guy's face. Oh my God! Well, he's good and rotted. Okay, as we all know nowadays that bone broth is really, really good for you. But if you want to add flavor to your bone broth, it's a good idea to smoke your bones over an open fire. And because Charlie is so ingenious and so loving, he built me a tandoor oven, real one, here in the backyard at our Georgia suburban homestead. We are using it to smoke our batch of bones for our next batch of bone broth. Charlie made this wonderful walking path for me in the backyard so that I can get exercise, like I don't get enough exercise already, right? But it goes in a loop around these wonderful old trees, and I love this big pine tree right here. Okay, they're coming out of the grave, Charlie. Okay, I'll be spooked the next time I walk there. And today we're going to be talking about composting. And I want you to know, we here on the homestead take composting extremely seriously. Extremely seriously. Anything that rots goes into the compost pile and then into the garden. We also take water from our poultry pen and use it in the garden because it's already got poultry stuff in it, right? So the first thing we start out with is the compost pile. At other times of the early evening, you can see the results of our composting everything as it comes to life as the sun sets and it crawls out of the raised beds. Ooh. This is what happens when you compost all sorts of things. And Brucey even recognizes her. What do you think, Brucey? Some people will remember that one of my nicknames is Hot Pepper Chick, and that I planted over 100 pepper plants this year. So a lot of people say, "Hey, Hot Pepper Chick, how hot are your peppers?" My peppers can be so hot that they will melt your flesh. You want proof? You have to come out into the pepper patch at sundown or after dark to be able to see the pepper ghost. Be quiet, we're going to sneak up on her. Look. Oh. Who's this sitting in my chair at my desk? Hey, you. Did you do any editing while you were here? Least thing you do if you're going to take my chair is do editing. Well, as you see, we still have more fall cleaning to do. That's the pepper patch with 96 peppers plants in it, and we've got more pepper plants other places. Needs cleaning. And going down the hill, the trees are starting to drop their leaves. Goldenrod is still has a few blooms on it. The parsley patch is doing well. Look at that pepper plant there, full of blooms. I really hate to pull them up while they're blooming like this. But here at our Georgia suburban homestead, I know Charlie's been working real hard, but I've really worked, as you can see, I've worked my fingers to the bone, especially picking and drying all these peppers. So, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment and make sure your notification bell is on as we strive to make our first 1,000 members, so share my videos. Thank you for tuning in for our series on Halloween. And hopefully I can gain some weight and put some flesh back on for the next video or two. Until then, see ya.